Hey, hi, good afternoon. I am Annavaram Dasari. I am working in coding tutor. Now I am going through a code walkthrough. I will explain how to send a mail through Java by using Spring Boot. Okay, let's get started. We'll go through the each step. I will show how to create a Spring Boot project and how to inject Java mail sender and how to send a mail to other mail. Let me start. First of all, I will explain the Spring Boot application flow. See why Spring Boot came into use, because as earlier days Spring is a framework which is used to reduce the boilerplate code, like creating beans. Earlier with Java or J2EE, we itself create the objects, initialize the objects and destroy the objects. Whereas Spring came into picture, then IOC container start doing our work, like creating, initializing, destruction. It all will be done by IOC container, right? Like then what happened in Spring, we have to do XML configurations, like three types of XML configurations will be there: XML, Java, annotation based and annotation based. To reduce these boilerplate code, Java guys found a solution like Spring Boot. As we are humans, we always tend to reduce our work, right? Like Spring Boot is an advantage, like which have enable auto configurations and configurations, and it also have a special feature like Spring actuators, which monitors the health checking and the process of the application. Okay, like I hope you all know the flow of the Spring Boot. I will shortly explain the flow. Like if we want to work with the Spring Boot application, we have to know the flow. Like first we have to create an entity, and we have to create a repository, and we have to create a service layer. Service layer is the main phase where developers will mostly work on, like our logic code will be present in the service layer. Then we'll go forward to the controller layer. Controller layer is the client request acceptance layer, where the client sends a request that hits to the controller layer, right? The controller layer will sends the request to the service logic, then service logic will interact with the repository, and repository will have CRUD operations like put, save, delete, find by id. Those all methods will be there in JPA repository. As JPA repository extending CRUD repository opposite offers some predefined methods like save, delete, find by id and x and x. Like there it also have a find by x method. Find by x method is a kind of method which we can write custom method to find the particular record in the database. Okay, then after extending the JPA repository, the database interactions all will be handled by JPA repository, and then it will create a table for our entity. As we give the fields in our entity, based on that fields, the tables columns will be created in the database. Like whatever the database we use, MySQL, PostgreSQL, NoSQL, like MongoDB, like different type of database will be used by developers. Like I mostly worked on MySQL and PostgreSQL and MongoDB. I'm exploring the MongoDB. Okay, let me go with the a simple mail sender. I will create a project called Spring Mail Sender. We have two ways to create a Spring Boot project, that is spring.io. We have a website link, then we can through that initializer we can create the our Spring Boot applications. Like I have STS IDE. We have different IDEs to run our Java code, like STS, Eclipse, so on, so IntelliJ. So I'm preferring STS because STS is very comfortable to work with the Spring Boot projects, where it offers the predefined structure. If we create a new Spring Boot project, it offers all the predefined dependencies. We can select from here and we can create a project, right? I am going to create a project. Like first I will go to the file, then I will go here, new file, new. Then we'll see Spring Starter project. Then I will create Spring Starter project. See here we have http start.spring.io, which is this is also referring to the spring.io. If you create through STS also, it internally calls spring.io initializer, where it gets all the dependencies from Maven dependency and initialize it, and it will inject into our application, right? Like I'm going to name my application as Spring, and don't forget to follow the conventions. Standards are required while we creating a project. Like I'm naming this as Spring Mail Sender. I'm going to choose Maven. jar packaging is jar, language Java. Yeah, I'm well versed with Java 17 version. I'm using Java 17. This group ID is basically like our project group. Like we can mention com.aja as an Aja employee, Aja CS. Then I'm going to give the name as Spring Mail Sender, right? Then we'll choose the short description like demo project for Spring Mail Sender, and we'll define here base package. Okay, base package can be same as group ID, or we can differ it, but with this package the all controller layer, service layer and repository layer should be extend from this package, because Spring Boot fetches all the create beans from the base package. So I am mentioning here com.ajacs. Okay, next, after go next. Now we have to add the dependencies, like we have to add Spring Web, like Spring Web. If you want to know more about the dependencies, just hover on it, it will give the brief description like what it is doing. Build web incoming including RESTful applications using Spring MVC, uses Apache Tomcat, what it is using Apache Tomcat. Okay, then we have to add one more dependency like Java Mail Sender. See, we have Java Mail Sender, right? This is responsible to send emails using Java Mail Sender and Spring Framework, right? Then I want to add one more dependency like TimeLeaf. TimeLeaf is used to create and inject HTML pages into our Spring Boot application. See, read the description, like, see, I will hover on it, like, just hover. Yeah, see here, a modern server-side Java template engine for both web and standalone environments allows HTML to be correctly displayed in the browser and as static prototypes, right? If we want to display our HTML pages and so on so into our Spring Boot application, we have to add this dependency, right? I hope you will get it, got it, right? Then if we want to add Lombok, we can add. If we want to add actuators, we can add. There are many dependencies like dev tools. As of now, I am going with these three. I don't require dev tools and so on so, because I am writing a simple mail, right? Dev tools is main purpose is to restart the server, right? I don't require as of now. I am finishing. See how simple it is. Spring Boot created all structure for us without any hesitations. We don't need to create, like, let all the dependents need to be injected. Let's wait for a while. Yes, let's wait for a while. See the structure. Did we created this structure? No, right? The Spring Boot itself created this structure. This made more simple our work, right? Here I want to create one more package like class. For this I'm choosing package as dot service. Okay, right? and I have to name the project, this package. I will name it as email service. See guys, be careful by creating class names, because if any predefined class exists with the email service, then our dependencies won't be injected. So always be careful while giving naming conventions and all, right? Then I'm creating email service and finish. Then I want to require one more class in the package called controller. I'll create controller. Email controller, I will name it as C. If I give here small letter, what the message I got? Type name is discouraged. By convention, Java type name usually starts with an uppercase. Always follow the standards while creating class names, and be careful while naming it. Don't give pre-existing predefined class names. Be aware of that. Email controller. Yes, I'm finishing. Next step is I'm going to add all Spring SMTP related configurations like Spring dot. Like, let me add those all configurations from my previous file. I already created my previous file. Let me add those. Like, these are the basic configurations we required. We can, once we got to write this, we can everywhere, whenever we want to use SMTP, these configurations are same. See what the configuration? Spring.mail.host. Host is what? SMTP. So this convention is required to interact with SMTP. Then the port number, default port number is what? 587. These two are required to send a mail through SMTP. Then we have to set a username. This username is what? Like my mail ID. I'm sending through my mail ID. We can send through our organization mail, and in real time we will give organization mail ID, because we are sending through the organizations, right? Like if we want to send any mails through the employees, we will create here our mail ID, our company mail ID. Then this password is more important. Like we have to generate two-step verification. Let me show that how to generate. Go to Chrome, go to mail ID which you are going to send that. Then go to settings. Then go to your account settings and manage Google account. Then go to security. Then onwards, here there is a two-step verification. We have to turn on that two-step verification, right? I have already turned it on, so that's why it's showing. While we are trying to for the first time, we have to give our mail password. It authenticates and give access to that. Yes, here what it's showing, turn off two-step verification. As previously I turned it on, I don't want to turn off. If for the first time you are seeing, then it will show like turn on. Okay, I hope you guys got it. Okay, let's go back. Then see, my two-step verification is turned on. Then again go to security homepage, then search for the password, app password. See, app passwords came, right? Then we have to create a app name. Just I am created code walkthrough just before, and I also have my password generated. The password will be generated only one time. That won't be available further times. We have to store it. We have to remember that we have to copy somewhere. Better to copy somewhere like Notepad to remember that password and to reuse. Okay, like I will show you how to create a app name. Let me say mail send. Next, create. See, I got this password right. Let's copy it. Done. What's the my app name? I have given as mail sender. Okay, let's go back to our code and copy this and paste it here. Okay, previously it was different. Now I changed that password to this password as I generated, right? Next, this authentication we have to provide like true, and we have to enable this start else also. These are authentication and start else should be there. Okay, as of now we are not connecting to the database. I'm not providing any database configurations and so on so. I'm just sending a mail. Okay, if you want to interact with the database, we can provide here database configurations, right? Let's go for the next step. After creating this, go to the package source.main.java. Then I have predefined, right? Already I wrote code for the email service, right? Let me copy this. Yeah, this is a simple logic. While practicing we can write it. See, see what I'm taking, Java mail sender. See here I imported from where, Java Spring Framework dot mail dot Java mail dot mail sender, and I imported which class, Mimi message helper. We have two different classes to send messages, mail messages. Like one is simple mail message and another is Mimi message. Mimi message is used in mainly real-time projects, like compared to simple mail message. Simple mail message is used whenever we want to send OTPs and without any text, formatted text. We can just randomly send just a text. If you want to send HTML pages and multi-functional pages, multi-attachments, like if you want to attach a file, if you want to attach a image link, so on, so we'll go with the Mimi message. It can allow for all those. Okay, so here I have added Mimi message class. I hope you guys are seeing this. I have injected this template engine. Okay, this also which from which I have injected time leaf. Why I implemented time leaf? I want to add the structured format, so I am injected template engine which interacts with the Spring Boot and give a structured mail format and to the user. Okay, next I will also imported like time leaf context. This also the same context, like to create context. Then we will first, what I'm doing here, I'm injected this class and template engine, and I have written a normal user defined method, right? In this user defined method, what are the parameters I am passing? String 2, like who are the going to send the mail, and string subject, what's the subject going to be in the message, and string name, who is going to receive that mail or sending that mail. And I also did one more, like messaging exception. If we got any messaging exception, then that exception will be catched by this messaging exception, right? I hope you guys are well versed with the exception and global exception. That is a different context. And see, I have created here a context class with, I have created an object. Then with the help of that object, what I'm doing, I'm setting variables names. Set variable name is name. Then what, after that what I'm doing, I'm creating a string HTML content Then with the help of template engine, see I have injected a class, right? Template engine. With the help of that I am processing my mail context. See process, it have predefined method process. To process that I'm using dot process and passing a string as parameter as email, and that context I was passing. In this context what I have set variable name and name, right? Then here comes the picture, main picture, that is meme message. Meme message, with this we are going to send our mail, right? This I have created like meme message mail sender. What is this mail sender? See, mail sender email dot mail sender, right? To create a meme message I have used this meme mail sender, sorry, mail sender. What is this mail sender? Java mail sender. With the help of this, see what it is, it is an interface which is providing us the functionality to send a mail from Java Spring Boot application to the user, right? Through this interface we are going to send our mails, right? See, if you want to know whether it is a class or whether it is a interface, just hover on it. If there is a I symbol, it is going to be interface. If there is a C symbol, it's just simply a class. Okay, always remember. Then with the help of meme message I created a meme message. Like this is a predefined method to create meme message with the help of Java mail sender. Then what I did, I created an object for what? Meme message helper. With the help of this we are going to send the message, and the parameter is what? Message is true. I am passing these both parameters. This is the helper. With the help of helper I am going to set to, like who are going to send the message, and the subject what he is going to deliver in that mail, and what are the next left? Context, like in which format we are going to send that mail. Here HTML content I have written it in our file. I will show that to you. See next what happens, set the text as HTML content comma true, and with the help of mail sender what I did, I send message. See this message. In this message what we have created a meme messenger through Java mail sender. Then we have created a message to whom, from whom we are sending, and what the subject, and who is the deliver will be given at the our REST controller. To whom we are going to deliver will mention at our controller layer. In this phase just we are creating from where we are sending, and what's the subject, what's the content, in which format it is there. It is the here the true should be important, like HTML content, the content is HTML content. See, then that should we have to annotate true. If we don't give true, the content format won't be set, right? Then we'll go with this resource file, and see here we have static and templates. In templates we have to create one file like email.html, right? I'm just copying without writing this all code. I'm just copying all this, Control A, Control C. See, I have annotated that as email, right? See here what I have annotated the name as email, right? Then here what I am passing? Email. Same I follow here. I will create in templates new class. I will name it as email sorry, I have to create a file, new file, like email dot, the extension should be HTML because we are passing HTML content, right? Just copy that content where it is. Yeah, go to templates, go to this and copy this. You no need to worry about the HTML content. If you want to know, these are the simple step, like this the HTML body, this the header tag, in the header tag this is the meta information, and we have style. In the style we mention body, right? Body like different CSS properties, header dot header, like these are the different properties. I hope you all well was with that. I have created body. In that body what I given div tags I created. In the div tags I provided h1 tag to become a header, welcome to our service. I provided another div, like div what it does, it will create a separate containers, like with this container we have welcome to, in this container what will display, welcome to our service. And we have another div, this is a one container. In this container what we have different tags, right? There's HTML is a tag oriented one, right? We have different tags. H2 is like it will decrease somewhat size, then subheading, like subheading hello, and I have given a paragraph, like something paragraph, this all paragraph text, and I close the div tag and I have given one more container like this. I have given this text and I close the body and I close the HTML tag, right? This is a simple HTML code, don't worry about this. Then paste it here, Control S. After that what we have to create, we have to create the controller layer, right? See, we have created already service layer, right? After go to controller layer, here I already created control layer. I'll just take this, Control C, I will paste it in my controller, email controller, just paste it, email.service package email.example. See, I have copied, right? I have given a different name to my service. What I have given, email services, right? Then I will remove this package and import this. Next I will give here S, Control S, email services. Okay, what it's showing, return type to void, set method return type to void. Okay, next, sorry, it's a constructor, right? It's a constructor. What it's showing, we have to give here our class name, right? In this way I have given services. I hope you all guys know constructor injection. I don't need to explain that. Dependency injection we have three types, that is a setter injection, field injection and constructor injection. Right now what I did, constructor injection, I created a constructor, I injected the fields. This is a email service, this class I have initialized here, right? Then what I did, I just created simple get method. There are different HTTP methods like put, post, patch, right? Delete mapping. I have taken here get mapping and endpoint. What I take here, send mail. If you want to give, and guys please remember, if you are working with Spring Boot, don't remember to give and don't forget to give annotations, because Spring Boot mostly works with annotations, right? I have to create here REST controller and I'm giving as what I want to give, wait, I will say yeah, IQ request mapping, right? Request mapping is the common endpoint for this all controller. Like I want to mention API. If you given this request mapping, this will relate all the APIs which are written in this controller. Okay, this is the common mapping for all the APIs in this controller. Okay, right here I have to change this. Okay, we are good with that. Email services have a method. What that method? Send HTML mail. I we already written this message, I think. Yeah, in service layer C. Just now we written right this. Then we'll go back to controller. I have given REST controller, I have given REST mapping. That's it, that's enough. See here what I did a mistake. I haven't annotated with the service. Annotated with the service because we are working with Spring Boot service Spring Boot. So annotations are more important because why? IOC container will check these all stereotype annotations and it will create beans and it will inject the what are the information we passed here. It will create separate bean and then that bean it will work, right? Then yeah, I hope we are done with this. Just run with application. Here this class is called what? Starter class. This is the main heart of the Spring Boot application. We have run method. This run method is performing many actions, right? This is, see what this is doing. Spring Boot shutdown handlers, configuration context, keep alive, how much time our application run. These have runners, listeners. See listeners, set listeners. It is performing many operations in the Spring Boot application, right? It is also going to print the banner. Like if you want to change banner, we'll change banner. Let me change banner here. I will create just one simple file. Like I will create ba banner dot what we have to give txt. Okay, banner dot txt. Just finish and go to the Chrome. Let's see. Let's copy this and paste it in our chip. We can give our name also. Let's save this and go to here, start the class, run as Spring Boot app. Our application is getting started. See, previously what will be there here? Spring Boot will be there. Now what it's showing? Tone is bot. We can give our name also. Like I'm not getting the correct converter. We can convert our name to. See what it's showing. Always be careful about the port number. Okay, I'm already using 8080 port somewhere. So we can kill the port or just simply change port here. I will change the port. Simply I will change the port. Server dot port. I will give as 8081. We can change our ports. Just I will again start my application. See, it started. See, it started. See what's happening here. Always remember what you are doing, guys. The application is started. No active profiles. We have different profiles. As of now we didn't set any profiles. That is only default profile it's taking. And we have one more advantage in Spring Boot. What is that? That is Tomcat, like server, like embedded servers, right? Embedded servers will be available from Spring Boot. The embedded server like Tomcat, Jetty, different servers are there. We are using now Tomcat. and service, starting service Tomcat, and starting servlet injection, and initializing Spring embedded web application context and root web application context initialization. Tomcat started on port. Which port? We define port 8081, right? This port. And the application is started in how many seconds it started? It took 2.88882 seconds, right? Okay, let's see where it is. Yeah, go to our controller. Always remember the endpoint. What is our endpoint? /API /send email. Okay, we'll go to Postman. We'll check this. I will add one more tab here. See, my local host is 8081 and I want to send the URL API /send/mail, right? What I given? Send/mail, right? And see here what I given, request param I have annotated, right? Request param means we have to provide key value fields for what? The mail where we are sending, right? To means from whom, from which person, sorry, to whom we are sending that mail. We have to mention that mail in Postman. Key is what? To. Always be careful while key value giving, that should match the given keys. Here we have given 2, string 2, we are giving 2, and what we are passing? Value as my mail ID Annavaram Dasari 24@gmail.com, right? To this mail I have to send. This is my mail ID. Okay, let's send this request. See, I have got internal error. What's that? I have made some mistake. Let's check. /API /send mail. What's the mistake? Let's go back. 8080 API /SE and this send mail, right? See this endpoint /send mail. Okay, then set the key value pairs. Set the key as 2, value as Annavaram Dasari 24@gmail.com. Send a request. Just go to mail sender. Just click it. Run as Spring Boot application. Okay. Previously we haven't stopped our server, right? That's it showing that issue. We'll again start our application. Run as Spring Boot app. See, our application started successfully. Then go to Postman, then mention key as 2 and value as Annavaram Dasari 24@gmail.com. Send. What's the response I am getting? Again 500 internal server. For this what I have to do? It's not allowing synchronous. It's taking time to connect, right? Then what we have to do, enable async. Enable async, save, go to the service, you async. See what the async will do. See, annotation that makes the method as candidate for asynchronous execution. Like we can say that it allows to run in different threads, like the timeout and all the issues won't let the mail sender to fail sending the mail. This will take care of asynchronously. It will perform our logic or our method in different threads, right? Let's restart it. If we add the dev tools, if we save any changes, it automatically restarted. I haven't added, that's why I'm again rerunning my application. The server get restarted and again send the request. See, now we have send the mail to Annavaram Dasari, right? Always be careful. As a developer, we have to know where the problem is happening, where we are going to struck, right? Next, we will go to the mail and check that mail. Have received or not? We'll check that. Check with that. Go to the mail, or else login, mail login, Gmail, enter login. See, this is what? This is the sender mail. This is the receiver mail, right? We'll go to receiver mail. Just refresh it. See, we have got, right? Hello user, this is a simple HTML mail sent from Spring Boot, and what I have given, thank you, right? This is the way we can send our mails through the Java mail sender from Spring Boot application. Okay, thank you guys. I will end up with this. Thank you for listening this.